This can't be the right place. There's already a cross on the map. This can't be the right place. This can't be the right place. There's already... This must be the spot. Looks as though someone's been digging here recently. This must be the spot. Looks as though someone's been digging here recently. I can feel some resistance. A tree root. Or has someone really hidden something here? Someone's going to be really angry. But I'm just passing it from one thief to the next. It's just a big circle. A treasure chest made of wood. Now, is there anything in it? I mean, apart from Maltese sea air. I don't believe it. A golden scepter! It looks really valuable. Hello, Captain.
Hola, stranger.
You said to us that if I bring you something made from pure gold, that you'd give us your vote. Is that still the case?
Show me. What have you got then?
A golden scepter.
That has to be worth 1,000 gold pieces. I mean, 100 at best. Well, all right, you got a deal.
So we've got your vote.
Yes, let's have the scepter then.
Bring them here! Greetings to you, who have managed to find your way here.
We thank you, O great Leviathan, for receiving us.
Tell me, how did you manage to win over 5 of my captains?
With drive and intellect.
And you, Jamila, you who has fallen from grace together with your rebellious father, how dare you stand before me?
I trust your power of judgment and beg for your forgiveness. My father is dead. He is paid for his disobedience.
Paid, you say? 20 men died with him, and the ship was destroyed.
Silence! You are not granted to speak for me.
Forgive me, O great Leviathan. I did not want...
Quiet, I say! What is it you want from me?
We wish, with your permission, to leave Malta.
Why? Don't you like it here?
Yes, it's just... My brother was abducted by the Spanish Inquisition, and I must rescue him.
Alone against the Spanish Inquisition? You really are full of surprises.
He is not alone. I accompany him. That is, if you let me go.
Well, I will have to think about that. But first, tell me, who are you, and what is your name?
Fyodor Morales. I am an inventor, and I come from Barcelona.
As you are not one of us, you must first prove that you have earned my respect. Are you ready to take a test?
Yes, O great Leviathan, I am ready.
You can choose from 5 tasks: fencing, swimming, climbing, diving, and serving. Which do you choose?
The task involving diving. What exactly do I have to do?
Not far from the beach is a sunken ship, which is supposed to have a huge diamond embedded in the helm. According to legend, it's still there. Thus far, no one has managed to dive for so long. That is the toughest task of all. Bring me the diamond from the middle of the helm and I'll grant your wish.
Am I allowed to use aids?
Yes. The most important thing is that you get the diamond.
Good. Then I choose this task. Hello.
You again?
Can I roll that wine barrel at the cave entrance outside?
No, damn it. It's still got wine in it.
Can I roll that wine
No!
Adios, Sapphire.
See you then.
Hola, Capitan.
Hello. Oh.
You drink a fair bit of rum.
Yes, about 4 or 5 jugs of an evening. Not many can drink as fast as me.
4 to 5 jugs. Can you imagine just how many you could drink your way through if it weren't rum, but wine in those jugs?
Probably twice as much.
What? Twice? With what you can take, we must be looking at 3 times as many.
Ah, you could be right. 3 times 5 jugs, that's, well, whatever. A hell of a lot, huh?
That would be a record. See you later.
Yes, till then. Hey, barman, bring me wine for my dry throat. Yes, on the far right. A jug of wine.
Did you hear that? Now there's a man of the world sitting there.
What kind of a world? One where there's no rum left?
One where the men aren't already lying drunk under the table before sunset.
Where's my wine, Governor? I'm dying of thirst.
That won't happen in here. Here.
Ah, thank you. Here's to Grandma. May she rest in peace.
We'll have wine too, if that's what my sweetheart wants. Then let's splash out.
Oh, I like you like this.
Ah, another!
What? A drink off, is it? Just wait.
Me too! Make it 2 jugs.
Oh, great. That's my evening ruined.
We're out of wine.
Hello.
You again?
Can I roll that empty
Why
barrel?
then? Do you want some?
Not if it can be
Then
avoided.
stop the brown
I'll
nosing.
take that simply as a... Adios, Sapphire.
See you then.
Successfully emptied. So, that's step 1 of the construction plan complete. Now I need to weigh down the barrel somehow, so that it doesn't float back to the surface immediately. The barrel would be pushed under the water, but the stones are sure to shift when it moves. The stones stay put. Now I've got a source of air underwater. I hope this legendary helm diamond really does exist. Otherwise, my diving invention is useless to me. here, great Leviathan. The diamond from the helm of the sunken ship.
Theodore Morales, you really have guts. I could do with someone like you. Won't you stay here and crew on my ship?
That is indeed an offer, O great Leviathan. But I have to get to my brother in Tripoli as quickly as possible. I told you what happened to him.
I understand your motives. And that's why I will help you. Both of you. With my help, you will both soon be in Tripoli.
We thank you, O great Leviathan, 1,000 times.
With the help of the great Leviathan, Theodore and Jamila boarded a trading ship that took them south, all the way to the harbour of Tripoli. They evaded the Spanish naval blockade, hidden in barrels, and as such made it into the large trading harbour, undiscovered. From there, a middleman brought them to a remote corner of the city.
Who have we got here, then?
Hello, Rafi. Nice to see you.
Jamila, I knew you couldn't live without me for long.
Oh, yes. The longing was simply overwhelming.
Still need to work on your lying, but let's get you out of there first, princess.
Thank you. It's about time. Whew. I feel really fuzzy. There must have been a rum barrel.
Still, better than pickled fish. Now tell me, what brings you to Tripoli?
2 reasons. The first, I want to find my father's murderer.
Carlos is dead. That's terrible news.
Yes, it is. And I promise you, I will avenge his death.
You can count on my help, Jamila.
Thank you, Rafi, old friend. And now take your crowbar and open up this barrel here, before the contents start smelling of pickled fish.
Did you take my advice and finally bring a pretty girlfriend with you?
Look for yourself.
Hello.
Who is this?
I'm Theodore Morales, inventor from Barcelona, and most thankful indeed to you, O unknown friend.
I think there must have still been rum in the barrel.
Who the devil is that?
The second reason why I'm here. To free his brother, who's being held by the Spanish Inquisition.
The Spanish Inquisition? You may as well just stroll on into hell.
I'm so happy you want to help us.
Do I?
You said you'll help me to avenge my father. Well, he was killed by the same people who have Theodore's brother in their clutches.
Then I guess I do.
This second door has been seriously barricaded. We got from the ship to the city in these barrels.
Hey, keep off!
I wonder who takes care of the food round here. Dirty and run down, just as you'd expect from a hideaway for thieves and smugglers. Hello, Rafi.
Hey, Theodorus, what's the plan?
You know that I'm looking for my brother. He's called Ramon and has very bright white hair. Have you heard of him?
White hair, you say? I know that 6 people with white hair arrived here in chains.
6? So it's got something to do with the color of Ramon's hair?
No idea, but it's been teeming with albinos around here since the Inquisitor arrived. Before then, I hadn't even seen one.
Ramon isn't an albino. He only has white hair. His eyes are not red, they're grey.
All right, I didn't mean to offend anyone. Even if he was an albino, then it wouldn't be so bad.
Whatever. You think the Inquisitor is behind all this? But why?
He'll have some kind of reason. Since the Spanish conquered the city 4 years ago, they've found plenty of reasons to lock up, torture, and kill people.
This black sash, what does it mean?
Did someone let you take it?
No, I just thought... There were loads hanging there.
You can't just take it. You have to earn it, understand?
Do you know where the white-haired prisoners were taken?
I think to the old palace. That's where the Inquisition have taken residence. But, hey, no one actually knows that. And especially not from me, understood?
Sure. Whose palace is that?
The former palace of the Emir. After the occupation, the Spanish governor moved to a building by the harbor so that he could keep a better eye on the coastline.
Problems with the Corsairs, I assume.
Exactly. The palace then stood empty for a long time, until the Inquisition discovered it. Now it's guarded night and day.
And what about the rest of the city?
Now and then, soldiers patrol between the harbor and the city gates. Doesn't matter to me, though, as long as they leave me and my lads in peace.
But how can you be so certain they will?
As long as we don't cause any trouble and don't support the Corsairs. No one stops us from continuing to sell goods to Europe. And are you a Corsair?
No.
You see, then everyone is sticking to the rules, right?
Tell me, Raffi, you belong to a band of smugglers, grave robbers and thieves, right?
Why do you want to know?
I just do. I don't know anything about that kind of business.
Then ask me. I can get anything you want and bring it anywhere. For a bag of ducats, I'll smuggle a whole pyramid to Barcelona for you. Well, interested?
Yes, but I've got no money. Do you earn well?
Certainly not bad. The best money is for treasures from old graves. The Europeans are crazy for all that dusty junk.
See you later, then.
See you around.
Hey!
Hey!
Do you know what these black sashes are for?
Every smuggler has one of those.
Tell me, how did you actually meet Raffi?
My father and he did lots of business together. Why do you ask?
No reason. I'll be off then.
All right.
A 13-foot high wall. That's 10 foot too high for me. That must be the entrance to the palace. No gaps to peek through. Perhaps I should just knock.
Get lost. There's no charity here.
Good day, sir.
Thank Allah that he led you to me. How can I serve you, good sir?
Do you know anything about black sashes?
Isn't that the smuggler's marking? I think it is.
What do you know about the Inquisition?
Another plague. This
Do you like living in this city?
Tripoli used to be a blossoming trading town. And now look what the Spanish have done to it. Allah will punish them for this.
See you later.
Allah be with you.
That man seems to be waiting for something. At least he's watching the desert attentively. Greetings. He's ignoring me. The ruins of a building, left by the last attack on the city, and they'll still be here for the next one. Huh. Where did they go? What's that? Black sashes. They might come in handy.
Where did you get this?
I'm a friend of Raffi's.
All right, then. What do you want?
Do you know anything about the Inquisition in the city? I've heard that the Inquisitor himself is here.
You're not very well informed. The Inquisitor left the city in the middle of the night 2 days ago, together with his entourage, 2 guides, and a dozen camels.
Did they have prisoners with them?
No, just soldiers, no prisoners.
What do you know about the palace?
Apart from the fact that it's well guarded, not much. Only prisoners and slaves are allowed in, but they aren't allowed out again.
Are there still slave traders here?
Not since the Spanish took control of all trade. There used to be a huge market for it, but that's over now. The last slave trader sells dates now.
Have you heard that the Inquisitor only locks up prisoners with white hair here?
Yes, it is strange, but I don't know why that is. Perhaps he ran out of redheads.
How do you know that the Inquisitor has already left?
I have my sources.
Adios.
Adios.
What are you doing here?
I'm shopping. First shoes, then a carriage so I can carry the shoes back to my castle. Well, what do you think? I'm having a look round town and searching for a way to get into the palace, just like you.
Have you found out anything about the palace?
Just that it's well guarded, and that the walls are quite high.
Yes. By the time we get over, the guards will have rolled out a carpet for us leading straight to the prison. We could ask Raffi how to get into the palace. Perhaps he's got an idea.
I've got no idea where Raffi is. He's probably going about his normal business.
Yes, but didn't he say he would help us?
What Raffi says and what Raffi does are sometimes 2 different things.
I think it would be less conspicuous if we keep apart.
True. It's probably better that way.
Good day, sir.
Thank Allah that he led you to me. How can I serve you, good sir?
You used to make your money as a slave trader.
I've even still got a license. But no slave caravans come to Tripoli anymore, thanks to the Spanish.
What's keeping you here, then? Why haven't you gone somewhere else, like all the others?
My honorable mother is ill, and I am the only one of her sons who is still here. I can't go.
Would you be prepared to sell me to the palace, as a slave?
You're crazy. Why would you do that?
I can't tell you that, but we want to pull a fast one on the Spanish.
Well, in that case, I'm in. But only if I can keep the proceeds.
Jamila, come over here, will you? I'm going to try and sneak into the palace as a slave.
As a slave? I know that you've got submissive tendencies, but how are you going to do it?
With a real slave trader. He's even licensed. As soon as I'm inside, I'll find my way to Ramon.
I'm coming with you.
No.
Yes! Do you also sell women?
If they're pretty.
Then let's get going.
What do you want?
Salam alaikum. Tell the master of the house his goods have arrived.
I'm the captain of the guard. What goods are you talking about?
Nice goods, young and healthy. Just come in, and just the thing for working in the palace.
Well, I don't know a thing about them, but we might just be able to do some business. We have a load of filth to clear out. Name me a price.
That captain looks familiar.
Yes. You never forget a face like that once you've seen it.
He's the one who gave the order to attack our ship. He killed my father.
Are you sure?
I saw his face. It was him. He attacked my father.
Jamila, this isn't exactly the best time. We have got to get inside the palace first before we can do anything.
You're right. Let's get inside first, and then we can do something.
Good plan.
Allah be with you.
And you two are hopefully going to be worth the money. You clear that camel dung away, all right? And you'd better come with me.
I hope that's going to be all right.
Keep your mouth shut. Get along there. Go on. There, your new purpose in life awaits. Clear the dung away, fill the trough, and sweep the entrances, and get on with it.
What heat. Ah well, the main thing is he can stay in the shade. A barred window. It's too high to see inside.
Here, this is your task for today.
Mending shirts?
Asking too much, am I? Well, I could send you over to my 3 comrades. You wouldn't have to do too much. Just lie on your back.
Fine. I'll stick with the shirts.
3 comrades. Good to know. The sand there looks rather different, as though someone's buried something.
Hey! There's nothing you've lost there. Get back to work.
What a stink! Always follow your nose. As Uncle Tabbit used to say, you have to try everything at least once in your life. The leather straps aren't much use anymore, but the metal rings are fine. A sturdy wooden bucket. I'm supposed to use it to fill the trough with water. There's water in the trough again now. And where's the camel I'm supposed to be doing this for? A broom. I'm supposed to use it to sweep the entrances here in the inner courtyard. Nothing's budging there. Can you move, please? It's probably empty. Not quite. There are leaflets in it. The devil incarnate is amongst us. In the following proclamation, all citizens are summoned to keep watch for persons with pale skin and white hair, and to report the discovery of the aforementioned at all costs. Each shall be remunerated for this pious act, and likewise punished severely if non-compliance is proven. It's even worse than I thought. What is this witch hunt all about?
What kind of noise was that?
Now or never. Just a fireplace damped with sand. I'll take a piece of charcoal with me. Oh, 2 bottles with wine in them. Or so it looks. That's why the guard's so jumpy. Nobody's supposed to know. I'll just take them with me. Have to get to prison and take out guards. Have anything helpful? You all right? That shifted the worst of the muck. Well, I wouldn't want to eat off them, but they'll do. I've cleaned the planks, and now I can stand them in the sun to dry.
Yes, yes, whatever.
Now that makes this place here shady and takes away the view of the window. The guard would see me. Can you move, please?
What are you doing there?
Have pricked myself and wanted to take a look at the wound in the sunlight.
Tell me. So you can't sew now?
Of course I can sew. If only this needle wasn't so tiny.
I've never come across that before. A woman who can't sew. How could a thing like that happen?
I can sew, really. Of course I can sew. It doesn't look so bad either. The wound is closing up by itself.
Well, the main thing for me is that you don't get blood on the material.
A shirt? Well, I suppose Jamila could strangle the guard with it. I need to come up with something a little bit more Fyodor-ish. Have to get to prison and take out guards. Have anything helpful? You all right?
Everything's fine, but this fellow snores so loud and stinks like a camel. Only have this shirt, sorry.
The steps are ready. The shirt is dripping. Let's see if this helps me any further. Might work. Damned gloomy in there. It has to be the torture chamber. Full of machines with cranks and hooks, and there are 2 other doors. That could be the cells. But how am I going to get in there? Hello? Anyone there? Ramon, I can't see a thing. Anyone there? Hello? Ramon?
Fyodor, is that you?
Yes! Yes, it's me!
Fyodor, I never thought I'd see you again.
You know me. You don't get rid of me that easily. And now I'm going to get you out of here.
And I thought you were glad to be rid of me.
Oh, forget all that stupid arguing. Let's get you out of here first.
Us? There's 2 of us. I don't know how many others are being kept prisoner in the other cells here.
Me neither. The cells are all barred and locked. There's not a bit of light that can get in. Can't you get any closer to the door? I can hardly hear you. Ah! Ramon? Are you not well? Did they torture you?
It's the old wound from the flying machine crash landing. It's inflamed. My whole leg's throbbing.
Damn it! You have to get out of here as soon as you can.
We.
Yeah, I'm doing what I can. Ramon? Who else is with you?
The Emir.
The former head of the city of Tripoli.
Quite correct. I've been a prisoner here for 7 years, since the Spaniards occupied the city.
How are you both? You've been stuck in here the longest of them all, yes?
Yes, anyway, at least I'm still sitting up, as opposed to your brother. He's got a fever, he's not at all well.
I'll look after him in a minute. I just need something to get the door open.
Forget the crowbar. Better look for a key, because believe me, without that, you just aren't going to get the door open. I was personally involved in the construction of these cell doors. They are absolutely break-in and break-out proof. I wanted them like that. And it has to be said, I certainly got what I wanted.
Right then, get the key. Ramon, did you hear? I'll do that. Just hang in there.
I fear he can no longer answer. His fever has got worse.
Zerzura. Zerzura. What? What's he saying?
He's fantasizing about the lost desert city. He's mentioned it a lot these last few days.
Zerzura, whatever. The most important thing now is to get the key. What's that? A horse with a saddle made of sharply angled steel. I just hope Ramon's been spared that. That looks nasty. What is it? Those are strange notches. That must be the so-called Spanish boot. I don't think you can get far in that. The spearhead is pretty sharp. What are these long chains doing hanging here? Whatever. I'm glad they are. I could well find a use for them. What are these long chains? A grinding wheel. Way too heavy to carry for long. The crank from the grinding wheel. That used to be a whetstone, probably for sharpening torture instruments. The barrel's broken. Only the lid and the base are solid. The chains are riveted to the wall, but there are a few hooks here. I could definitely use them. Now I can hang anything I like on them. Still got the hooks to get on. Then I don't need much more. Now then, hooves up. This thing isn't exactly the crowning glory of the inventor's art. More like something knocked up in a tea break. Now I might be able to drag it a couple of cubits at least. That will do for the front side. A terrible invention. There's a wheel on the front now. Now only the rear side is missing. If I put that here, and then that here, then I've got a drill. Now I can push the thing. Now we want to see if this thing might still be of some use. I've got the horse hooked onto the chains now. I can put the axles to one side now. The horse is hanging on the chains. This thing isn't exactly the... This thing isn't exact... Fits too. Ho! That's going to make one powerful projectile. Hasta la vista, compañero. No key on him. Damn. The guard didn't have a key with him. I'll take it with me again. Jamila, psst. Here, this is for you, with best wishes from the prison guard.
Theodore, you just get better and better.
I know. Now all I need is the key to the prison. Then we can...
What are you whispering for? There's somebody there! Get away from the window! Away from the window, I said! Are you deaf? Right then. I'll show you who's the master around here.
And I'll show you whose daughter I am. There! Take that, you cursed murderer! Would these be the keys you're looking for?
I think they are. I've got the key to the cell. Now let's get off to get Ramon. Ramon, my dear brother.
Theodore!
The fever has gone down, but we need water, food.
Yes, we're leaving here immediately.
Open up the other cells first, please. There are other prisoners.
You're free! Come on out! Come on!
Hey, what's going on here? Have you been partying without me?
Rafi, where have you come from all of a sudden?
I climbed over the wall. Where's Jamila?
In the palace. We're not finished with the guards. There's 2 of them running around still.
Good. Then there is something for me to do. I've got a saber. You take Jamila's for now.
Hey! The prisoners are broken out! Help! The devils are free! How quickly the tides can turn.
Mwah. Mwah. Good work, you two. That went quicker than I thought.
I've heard you say that once before, only this time it sounds much nicer.
And now?
Well, there's those 2 in the prison to be dealt with, and then we're out of here. Or do you want to weave yourself a victor's laurel wreath?
But where are we supposed to go?
To the hideout first, and then you can discuss what's next.
I'm so happy you're getting better, Ramon. All of you.
We have to thank you for that, Theodore. We wouldn't be sitting here if it weren't for you.
While you were having your fever, you mentioned something about a city.
Yes, Zerzura, the legendary desert city, which is in no way lost, as many maintain it is. It is only uninhabited. The only person living there is the Queen. The inhabitants have all been scattered to the 4 winds, but they'll find their way back. and quite soon, since it's the longing for their home that draws them back. And not only that.
What do you mean?
There is something which binds the inhabitants to their city. It's the water which they drank as children, and which still has an effect on them. Water which can heal all wounds, and which gives the Zerzurians unlimited life force.
Where do you know all this from?
From the Zerzurians themselves. Drinking the water has a small side effect. The hair turns white, and the eyes grow brighter. Yes, we are Zerzurians. You too.
But my hair's black.
Because you have never drunk the water. At least not directly. Our mother was pregnant with you when she had to flee Zerzura. But your eyes are just as bright as ours.
But I don't understand.
I know, Fyodor. That's because you've never felt this longing in yourself. But I have. You know that I've spent my whole life looking for a reason for it. And now that I know it, I don't want to spend one more day without a home.
You want to go to Zerzura? Seriously?
All of us.
But you're all ill, completely unfit to travel. We can certainly find a good physician in Tripoli.
There is only one medicine that can heal us.
But how do you see this working? If you're right, then this city lies somewhere out in the desert. You don't even have the strength to stand on your own 2 feet. How are you going to march through the desert day after day? And carrying provisions, water and all of that?
We'll manage it. The thought of Zerzura will give us the strength.
But that's ridiculous. It will be certain death for you.
No, Fyodor. It's our one chance of survival.
I'll find the city, and then find the shortest route, and then come back and get you.
But you don't know enough about it. That would be much more dangerous.
I value your concern, dear brother. But trust me, I have freed you from the clutches of the Inquisition, and will now also find the desert city, lost or not. We'll set forth in 3 days.
No, not in 3 days. We have to hurry. We are not the only ones who wish to travel to Zerzura. The Grand Inquisitor will soon be setting out for there too, just as soon as he has found what he's looking for, and that won't be long now.
What's that you're saying? The Grand Inquisitor wants to go to Zerzura.
That's why he was looking for us. He needs the key in order to get into the city. And then it will be too late for all of us.
And where is this damned key?
Nobody knows exactly. The key was broken into several parts and distributed among the Zerzurians before their great flight, when they scattered to the 4 winds.
But the Grand Inquisitor has been searching doggedly and with all means of force, and certainly has already collected some pieces together.
Already got a few pieces? That means not all of them.
I don't think he has.
Quite definitely not. He was extremely angry when he saw that we didn't have any of the fragments.
Yes, but any kind of information is useful to him. He's set off at full speed into the desert.
Then we have to find the missing pieces, before he does. Then let's go! What are we waiting for?